again. This is a bit of a postscript for episode 22 and abridged episode 23. Now, you see here, one nacelle set has tail fins on it. See that? The other one has no tail fins. Now, you can substitute a piece from the 1986 version. But look, tail fins on one nacelle, but not on the other. And I bet if we look in the 2017 kit, now the 2017 kit here is no doubt a repop of the Star Trek V kit. Now see? Tail fins. Tail fins. Outer tail fins. But how can that be? How can it be that the tail fins are only on... Now look at this one. This does not have tail fins on both sides of the nacelles. It only has them on one side of the nacelle. So, and now I realize my mistake, because if you look, you see the tail fins are only on the outside of the nacelle, not the inside. So, it's not that I made a mistake and the nacelle was missing the tail fins, it's that I attached the two wrong pieces to each other. So before the glue sets, let's see if we can detach the two pieces from each other and fix this. Come on. Come on. You're not supposed to fit two pieces with tail fins to each other. You're supposed to fit two pieces that don't have tail fins. One's supposed to be on the... Ah, good. Whew! That was a relief. Okay, good. So it wasn't a mistake, per se. Or maybe it was. Okay, I see what my mistake was, but the point is you grab it from the front. Just carefully separate it. Slowly, easing your way back as you separate. Good. Whew! Okay, that's a relief. All right. So I know what I did wrong. And if you look at the nacelles, you see it says 22 and 24 are supposed to be together. Well, there's 22. There's 24. Well, that's obviously wrong. So give me a moment to make some corrections. All right, I'm back again. So you got to make sure that the strut matches a nacelle that has an inner tab. So 21 and 22 are actually supposed to go together. 22 on the inner side. Oh, see, outer, inner. Okay. 21 and 22 go together. 23 and 24 go together. It's my mistake. I read the instructions a bit wrong. All right. Maybe that's why it had trouble fitting together. Okay, here we go. Trying this again. All right. Good. Tail fin on the outside only. Nacelle strut fits in from the inside. Okay. I was worried I'd made a massive mistake, but no, it was just a mistake as to what parts I put together. That's all. Okay. Crisis averted. Whew. That's why I always check the instructions again, just to be sure. Or you have an earlier build that you did, and you check it against this build to make sure you're getting it right. Okay. Don't worry about the clip leaving marks on the ship, because after all, the primer will take care of all of that. There. All right. So you've got the neck assembled. You've got the nacelles assembled. You have the struts, which you can probably release from their assembly. And you see what I have been doing with the secondary hull. I have been building up a layer of stuff that is set to fit the stand so that the stand will be straight and true. It'll come up vertically through the hole, which is still visible, as you can see, but it'll be guided. So layer by layer, you build up that cardboard, it'll guide the stand up through into the neck, because you know the neck is about there. And if you look through, it'll still go into the neck, as you can see there. So it'll work. Okay. And of course, because it's unpainted, you can use the tape to glue the secondary hull together. But you've got to be able to access that and build it up bit by bit all the way to the top on perhaps... Now, I don't know what this slot is for, right here. And I don't have a stand that'll fit that slot. At least I don't think I do. I mean, I do have the 3-ship Enterprise stand from the early 90s, but I don't think there's any way. You see? That it'll fit it. Yeah, I just don't see it happening. But while we're here, consider this episode 23, might as well take the clamps off the parts that I clamped in episode 22 and reattach them. So that goes back there. The nacelles go back here as well. So, oh, wait. Let's arrange them properly. So, starboard nacelle, port nacelle, the Lake Monster nacelle parts. Put them right here. Good. Okay. And the star drive. Good. Okay, so now we can remove the clamps from the nacelle struts. See? Good. Now, remember, this is an outer nacelle strut, so it would be for the starboard nacelle. Okay, there, starboard nacelle. And this is the other outer strut for the port nacelle. And if you have any doubts whether I got the placement right, you check the 5/3/7 scale. See that light strip there? See the metallic under there? See that? So you know you got it right, besides the tail fin. And another way to tell is you check the front of the nacelle, and you should see 3 distinct sections. Now, they may not be on this Smoothie Refit. They may not. It may, in fact, be. But look. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3. And you know, I just realized something. Who needs a ring light, which I don't really have room to plug in, when you can simply use the phone's flashlight in video mode? And you can also remove this. See? There you are. Now, outer nacelle, put in its slot. See? But see how it wobbles? So you have to fit it snugly, like so. And make sure that, there you go, see? And then you do this. So for instance, what you do, I can't believe I didn't think of the phone's flashlight until now. There you go. See? There they are. And then you fit first piece, second piece, like that. See? Now you're not going to try to fit these, glue these in when they're not on the secondary hull. You have to take it one step at a time. You have to fully stock up the secondary hull with the cardboard until you get to the very top. Now it may take many thin toilet paper rolls to do that, or you could do it flat, but I'd prefer to hug the curve of the hull itself, because that means that when you get to the very top, you also hug that curving shape. If you do that, it'll work properly. And there's also the field test for the, well, I suppose you can remove the glue, the tape, from that part of the secondary hull. Just that part, because we want to field test the deflector dish housings. So I'll be right back with that before I run out of time. But first, it's comparison time, as Pixel Dan loves to say. So here is the kit part deflector dish, which looks very white in the flashlight, but I assure you it's kind of yellowish orange. Here is the Lake Monster deflector dish and its housing. And you have to rotate this until you get it. Ah, see? There you go. All right, so let's see if we can do a field test of both of them on the secondary hull. It's a mystery to me what this piece is. Oh, I can see, but remember, this is going to be sprayed blue from the other side, so you don't get it all over the grid lines. So, we start with the kit part. Now, oh, you see these tabs? That's where the kit part would fit in. Kind of like, yeah, except that's kind of evil. The way it fits in, the kit part's bottom is misaligned from the entire deflector dish. Unless you do something like that. Come on. There, that's better.